Hello, it's Nikki. Welcome back. If you're just joining for the first time, I'm really happy that you're here, or if you've watched loads of these videos, equally, thanks for coming back. I know there's so many other places that you could be, so I'm always grateful for your company. I love to hear your thoughts, etc. Let's talk about everyday sales, because the truth is, if you want, you can have everyday sales in your business. And this kind of blows my mind a little bit, because you hear this phrase of payday Friday, don't you? Where people in corporates get paid probably on the last day of the month. And there's all this conversation in terms of marketing and newsletters of like only a few more days, or it's payday today, or treat yourself, or all of that. And the thing is, when you are self-employed, when you are running your own gig, when you create your own income pie, your payday might look very different. And it could be 365 days of the year. And I want you just to sit with that for a moment of a possibility. Because what I find so often with my clients who maybe have been in corporate, for example, they are still applying many of the corporate roles and the corporate rules into their current reality. And the truth is, the worlds are actually very, very different in lots of different ways, in the ways that you have to show up for yourself, in the ways that maybe you don't get that time off, in the way that you've had it as a corporate. I really feel like when I work for myself and always have done. When I'm working, I am working. I'm not having a cup of tea and wandering about the office. And I'm not saying that lots of corporate people do, but I'm sure there are some people who just kind of float around. I do remember working in a shop once, and I'm not going to say what shop it was, but if the people who were working there who used to do that, yeah, and maybe I did a couple of times as well, where people used to say, I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to go for a walk and see what's happening. And that would basically mean them having a stroll, having a chat, go and see what's going on, and not doing their job. I don't think that many people who work for themselves are doing that, who are just watching Netflix. I believe that people are working because they need to earn money. Because again, that's that thing that unless you work, the money doesn't come. So let's talk about everyday sales, and I'm going to give you some things to think about. Now, I can't categorically say that over the last 365 days, I have brought money into my business, but I have for a lot of those days. Now, that might just be £2, £5, £20, £1,000. It could be all kinds of versions of money. But I'm here to say that it is possible. But there are some things to bear in mind. So the first thing to consider is, are you allowing yourself to be a possibility? Are you allowing this to maybe become a reality for yourself? So to give you a bit of context with my business, I choose to have an income pie. So I choose to do lots of things and monetize them. So acting, writing, speaking, podcasting, coaching, affiliates, workshops, collaborations. Have I missed anything? Probably, yeah. Anyway, they're the kind of main things. And for me, that has been very important and very necessary for lots of different reasons. One, I love doing lots of things, and I work on the basis that if I feel good in my business, I'm more likely to do it. And if I feel good, everything else in my business and those around me, they benefit. And not that I'm some sort of precious queen in a tower, like, oh my goodness, everybody's got to make her feel good. But I know intuitively when I'm off with something and when I'm on. When I'm on the money, when I'm like doing the thing, when I'm in my flow, it's great all round. So I love that. The second thing is, many of the things that I do rely on other people saying yes. And so in order to not feel freaked out by and feeling like I don't have control, I like that diversification of my income because, like in the pandemic, when the acting world closed down and things weren't being made and the theatre shut and all of that, certainly for that lockdown time, I was lucky slashed had worked and trained to have other forms of income. And I am always on the belief of, and I guess I felt like this from being a child, of I didn't just want to do one thing. And I actually think that's a very British thing where people just like want to kind of narrow you down into like one thing and put you in one box because you're probably less threatening. Hey, oh, let's get political, shall we? You're probably less threatening. You're probably easier to work out. And this phrase of jack of all trades, master of none is, I think, quite redundant because I know that my skill set and I know that your skill set is so flippin' useful in what you can bring to the table. And so don't shy away from all of those things. I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but the fact that you've got experience, talent, skills, expertise in all kinds of different areas, bring it all to the table because it's so useful. It's so helpful. The next thing that I want to say is I don't want to have an enormous team. I'm not at a place with one child that's still at home and not at school yet, where I have to manage lots of people. And so I invest heavily in my technology. So rather than managing a team, for example, I choose to put my money into technology and the way that I do things and simplifying things and having an agent who looks for work for me and who I pay a commission to. I prefer to operate in that way. I also choose to remain open all year round. And that is it's a conversation for a lot of business owners because there is this thing of the launch. And I understand the power of that launch where you can bring in loads of money and you can condense and increase that sort of urgency for people to buy. But I believe that huge launches don't just happen overnight. You have to have things in place. And going back to having small children at home, or certainly I will until September, I haven't been in a place where I've had that capacity to be doing all of the things all of the time, especially as my partner travels a lot for work. I haven't had that. And I've tried it, believe me, I've tried it where I've been there at 10 o'clock at night trying to figure something out. I've got 2 children in my bed because they're ill. And, when they're ill, they're better where you can see them, all of that sort of stuff. And so I choose to have a business model that is open all year round. Now, does that mean that there isn't that sort of fire, that spark around my business all the time? Yes, absolutely. Does that mean that I am kind of consistently available? Yes, but also this is the season that I'm in, so that might change later down the line. So after that very long introduction, the first thing that I want to say is your customers need you when they need you. I know this as a purchaser and I know this as a business owner as well. I have had sales at every hour of a 24-hour period. I have had sales from people I've never met. I've had sales from people around the world. I've had people who have purchased with such urgency or such desperation to find an answer, or maybe such relief that they go, oh, I can't believe that I've done this. And this has given me, obviously it's been great financially, but it's also given me such joy and feel good vibes that I've been able to help people where they've been at. Because we've all made purchases like that, where we've just needed what we needed at the time. For example, a plumber. If your bathroom is flooding and you need a plumber, you don't want to say like, sorry, my books are closed for the next 3 months. It's like, can you come in the next half an hour? Are you available? Can you do this right now? Likewise, when people have moments when they've got small, tiny babies, they want to be able to get a doctor's appointment or an appointment or a meeting or a chat with an expert, because there's usually that emotional pull. So one thing that I've noticed is that when people, and I've planned many of these strategies with people second guess when other people want to buy. So they might say, well, it's September, so like, I don't know, I won't talk about anything that I offer until they go back to school. Or it's the summer holidays, is anybody going to purchase? Or everybody's closed down for Christmas now, so I won't even mention it. I've had sales on Christmas Day. I've had sales at 12:30 where you may assume, rightly or wrongly, that people are sitting down and having a lovely Christmas meal. They're not. Not everybody is doing that. Society will tell you that that's the thing most people are doing. But the truth is, people are at different stages of their life. I know that I have, with my phone here, made investments in the middle of the night because I can't have another night thinking about this thing. I've got to take action on it. So please open up to the possibility of everyday sales. Imagine how many more people that you could help with this in mind. The second thing is about content. So you will have seen from this, I put a lot of time and effort into my content. I have a consistent podcast, I create videos, I am online a lot. But for me, that is a really good way of marketing. And it's an easy way of marketing for me as well, because, spoiler alert, you might see me in the same outfit because I'm in that mode of creating content. What I want people to do is to know that I have credibility and to be able to get access to a big portfolio of materials. So when they choose to make that purchase, it's a done deal. And they just have that moment of like, yeah, this is exactly what I need. This person is speaking my language. There's something about her that I just really connect with. Great, I'm ready to do that. In my business, for me, when I talk about ease and flow, I don't want to have 58 emails with somebody saying, I don't know if this is right, I'm not sure. If I ever get to that point where it feels like there's a lot of questions, I'll say, I'm free now. Should we have a 5-minute chat on Zoom? Brilliant, we can get that done. But what I would rather do is focus my time into showing how I can help somebody rather than convincing somebody to buy. So have a think about what that looks like in your business. Have you put enough kind of foundations, displays of your work available so when people go on your website, they get a sense of you and they feel safe and ready to purchase? Number 3. Do you have the systems in place? It's all very well kind of joining this lovely conversation of passive income and like, it's going to be great. One thing that's helped me with passive income is knowing that I have systems that work. Knowing that I have personally gone through all of the nitty gritty, and I have had help from freelancers previously. But ultimately, I have to understand the process. That's really, really important to me because I am a customer myself, not of my own products, but I want to make sure that that is straightforward. I want to put my feet in the customer's shoes. And so if you feel like your technology or your systems are a bit sloppy or they're not joined together, making a conscious choice to spend time on that and really working it, even though if it's not in your zone of genius, even if it's out of your comfort zone, ask somebody to help you. Once they're there, once they're in place, there will be a confidence that comes with that. So you can just send people the link. You can just talk about it much more because you know that the system works. You know that the customer journey is not going to be clunky. It's not going to be full of like, I got this message and I'm not sure why. I don't know if the payment took. It's seamless, it's straightforward, and it's a great use of your time. If you want to find out more about the platform that I use, I will leave my affiliate link down below. You can try it. You can have a 14-day trial, I believe. I've been a paying customer since October 2022. It feels so long ago all of a sudden. And that is an all-in-one platform that can pull together all of the parts of what it is that you do, so it's seamless going forward. Number 4, and this is my final point today, everyday sales. Are you, and this will depend on your business, but are you appealing to one audience, but maybe audiences who are different stages? So if you imagine a theme park, for example, the audience might be people who love to go on rides and have an entertaining day out. There will be some people who love to ride those big, scary, hairy roller coasters that make you scream and they go upside down. And then there'll be some people with young families who want to take their kid on their first teacup ride or waltzer or swing scenario. They are the same people who want to be entertained, but they are at different stages. Have a think about your business model and really, sorry, I keep doing this because me and my daughter have we're doing this little dance routine at the moment where she's like, I love you. Sorry, I keep doing it. I'm really interested in my pricing menu and helping you with yours as well, because I've always got that customer in mind. What is the solution that they want? So that's why I have workshops that deliver one thing, like how to get more of your ideal clients. Brilliant. Somebody who's saying, I need more clients, I need more ideal clients, or I keep getting these people who don't want to pay me for my services, etc. I want to provide that one workshop where people can come on over, they get what they need, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Then there are some people who still want to make sales, the end goal of want to make sales, want to have a profitable business, want to enjoy what they're doing, but they want longer. They want to go deeper, broader, wider, stretch themselves out of their comfort zone. And so I have high-end prices as well, which is one-on-one work. Another thing I should say as well is there will be some people who want to purchase from you who want nothing to do with you. And that sounds really odd because it's you essentially as part of the product or the service. But there are some people who are like, don't get in touch. Don't make me come and join a Facebook group. I don't want to be in a discussion about this. I just want to watch the workshop and not have a bot popping up at me. Just let me do my thing. And then there are some of my other clients who I work with one-on-one and I know everything about them. And it's beautiful and I just love that work and feeling like you're a team and you're doing it and you're working really intimately together. So bearing in mind what a diverse pricing menu can give you will give you an indication of how you can actually support people. So if you want to go deeper on this, do go to my money page. This is all about pricing and packaging, and this will really help you to create this income pie. If everyday sales is the goal, which it is for me, especially as we'll have the summer holidays coming up, I want to still be earning money, but I don't want to just sit at my desk all summer long while I'm saying to my kids, like, in a minute. So I am building stuff now to make sure I can have that time off. That's it for today. We've covered a lot. If you've got questions, let me know. hello@nickyraby.com. If you want to have a chat about working together, go to my Work With Me page, book a free strategy session. Let's discuss your business, where you're going, what you want to incorporate, changes you want to make, all that good stuff. I love doing that one-on-one stuff. But if you would be prefer to be one of those people, do not talk to me, do not send me to a Facebook group, the packaging and pricing course will be perfect for you. You can do it from the comfort of your own home, and I I won't say anything, and nobody will say anything or invite you to do anything. That's it for today. Thanks for joining, and I'll catch you again very soon.